I absolutely adore Debbie Reynolds, it's no secret, and when I found out she was in a film called Mother, released in 1996, directed and written by Albert Brooks, I had to see it. Because while I absolutely adore her films from the beginning of her career, I love the ones from over the last 2, 3 even decades. And this film kind of got off to a slow start, but once it got going, I thoroughly enjoyed it. So the description from IMDb is as follows. A neurotic, twice-divorced sci-fi writer moves back in with his mother to solve his personal problems. So we have here Albert Brooks, who plays the son, and basically there's quite a bit of time spent setting up so we get to know his personality. And that beginning bit I didn't really care for too much, but once he gets to his mother's house, his mother's called Beatrice, played of course by Debbie Reynolds, things really become quite comical, and it is a very funny film, but also very serious, because they don't really see eye to eye. They're very different people. Obviously there's a generational divide, but Beatrice is very much a woman of her generation. She bulk buys food and, puts them in her freezer. She's had the same tub of ice cream or something for decades, and obviously her son is kind of very much the opposite in that. I feel like John is just wanting to get on with things. He doesn't really want to be living with his mother, and because of her quirks, there are some absolutely hilarious situations that follow, particularly when they're out shopping together or they're in a public place together and they bump into one of his mother's friends, and his mother introduces him to their friends, and the conversations Beatrice has with her own friends and associates is hilarious. And even when she's talking to strangers about her son, it's fabulously funny. It's an incredibly funny film, mainly because of the dialogue and also a lot of facial expressions. But it's also a very poignant film. It is a comedy drama, and it gives us a really interesting character study at both John and Beatrice, and the strained relationship that they have as mother and son. And I think it's something to which a lot of people will be able to relate. It is quite sentimental, because it's not unusual for a parent and child to become estranged, but this kind of takes it in a new way where the son actually has to rely on his mother. But also the son is teaching the mother some things as well, and it kind of works both ways, and we get to see their relationship that is, as I said, very strained, be tested in some really nice ways, but some kind of intense situations as well. So it's very important. It looks at their relationship, and I think a lot of people could benefit from it. But ultimately, I just thought it was really funny and really good fun. I adored Debbie Reynolds in it. Albert Brooks is fantastic. There isn't anything about this I didn't like. It was nominated for a Golden Globe. It also has 3 other wins and 4 additional nominations. It was nominated for the Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture, Comedy or Musical, which went to Debbie Reynolds. I don't know who actually won that, so I'll have a look. It also won the Best Screenplay at the National Society of Film Critics Awards, Best Screenplay at the New York Film Critics Circle Awards, and the Best Actress in a Supporting Role in a Motion Picture, Comedy or Musical at the Satellite Awards. That went to Debbie Reynolds, of course. I'm just going to see who won the Best Actress in a Comedy that year, because I'm always very curious when I think she should have won, because obviously I think she's fantastic and I'm biased, and I completely understand that. Oh, really? Okay, so the nominees for Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture, Comedy or Musical was Glenn Close for 101 Dalmatians, Frances McDormand for Fargo, Debbie Reynolds for Mother, Barbara Streisand for The Mirror Has Two Faces, and Madonna for Evita. And the award went to Madonna. Honestly, out of all of those, I actually feel like it should have gone to Glenn Close for 101 Dalmatians. Nevertheless, Mother is an absolutely brilliant film. I think it's a timeless film because of the message that it delivers. It's also great fun, very funny. Debbie Reynolds was amazing. If you get the chance to see it, I thoroughly encourage you to do so, because it is fantastic.